Hello students, today we are going to read chapter number 4, The Hand Post, written by Jane Taylor. First of all, what is a hand post? Hand post is a kind of signboard that shows you the direction. You can see its picture at page number 23 in your book. Now, let me ask you some things. Do you believe in ghosts? Some will say yes and some will say no, that is okay. Have you ever traveled alone during the night time? Most probably no. So, this is a poem describing how a little boy Henry overcame his fear of ghosts. Let's move on to the poem. First stanza. The night was dark, the sun was hid behind the mountain grey, and not a single star appeared to shoot a silver ray. First of all, word meanings. Hid. Hid means set. And shoot. Shoot means give out. So explanation is, it was a dark night and the sun had set. The sun had hidden behind the grey mountains. The sky was completely clear and there was not even a single star that could give even a ray of light. Second stanza. Across the heath the owlet flew and screamed along the blast, and onward with a quickened step benighted Henry passed. Bird meanings are heath, an open unused area covered with small shrubs and bushes. Owlet, baby of an owl. Screamed, producing a loud sound. Blast, sound of strong wind. Quickened, fast. And benighted, overtaken by darkness. Now the explanation is, there was an open unused land that was covered with bushes and small shrubs, and a baby of owl flew over that area, and while flying he produced a loud sound, and along with this sound there was sound of strong wind. So in this type of condition, Henry was moving through the darkness with quick steps, means he was moving very fast and there was darkness around him. So next, third stanza. At intervals amid the gloom a flash of lightning played and showed the ruts with water filled and the black hedges shade. Word meanings are, intervals means after some time or break, amid means in, gloom, darkness, played, came out, hedge. Hedge is a row of plants along the roadside. Explanation is, after some time in the darkness of night, a ray of light came out, and in that light Henry saw the tracks made by wheels in soft ground and shadow of hedge. Fourth stanza. Again in the thickest darkness plunged, he groped his way to find, and now he thought he spied beyond a form of horrid kind. Word meanings. Thickest means deepest. Plunged means surrounded by. Groped, searched, and spied. Spied means kept a watch, means someone is keeping watch on you. Explanation is, in that deep darkness, in that thick darkness, means there was darkness all around and Henry was searching his way through that darkness. Suddenly, what did he realize? Suddenly he thought that something that is frightening, something that is making him afraid is keeping watch on him. Means he thought that there was a ghost and the ghost had kept a watch on him. Fifth stanza. In ghostly white it upward rose, of cloak or mantle bare, and held its naked hands across to catch him by the hair. First of all, word meanings. Cloak, cloak. Cloak is a like of cloth, type of cloth to cover the body. We use it in winter. In general, we call it shawl. And bare means without. Now, explanation is, Henry observed that the ghostly figure was white and it was moving upwards, and it had covered its body with a sleeveless cloak with a sleeveless shawl, and he thought that the ghost had opened its naked hands to catch Henry by his hair. Now let's come to next stanza, sixth stanza. Poor Henry felt his blood cold run, and what before him stood, yet like a man did he resolve to do the best he could. First of all, word meanings. Blood run cold means became very much afraid, became very much frightened. Like a man's means try to brave. Resolve means decide. Now, explanation is, after watching the ghost, Henry became very much frightened, and still, yet like a man did he resolve. Still, he tried to be brave, and what did he resolve? What did he decide? To do the best he could. He decided that he would save himself from the ghost. He would try to save himself. He would do his best to save himself from the ghost. Let's come to seventh stanza. So calling all his courage up, he to the goblin went, and eager through the dismal gloom, his piercing eyes he bent. First of all, word meanings. Calling his courage up means with all his courage. Goblin, an ugly looking evil spirit, or you can call ghost. So explanation is, when Henry decided to save himself, with all his courage he went towards the ghost. He bent with a little bit fear, and there was sadness in his eyes which were focused on the ghost. Eighth stanza. But when he came well nigh the ghost that gave him such a fright, he clapped his hands upon his sides and loudly laughed outright. Word meaning nigh means near. Explanation is, when Henry came near the ghost that had made him so frightening, that had made him so afraid, but after watching that figure, he clapped his hands. He jumped on his place and clapped his hands and laughed loudly. Why? Let's come to next stanza. For there a friendly post he found, the strangers rode to mark. A pleasant sprite was this to see for Henry in the dark. Sprite means spirit. Explanation is, now in last stanza, Henry clapped and laughed loudly. Why? That will be cleared in this stanza. Because he found there a hand post that was marking towards a road. Means the thing he was thought to be a ghost, that was not a ghost, that was a hand post. After watching this in the dark, Henry became very happy, and his fear was completely vanished. His fear was completely disappeared. Next, 10th stanza. Well done, said he, one lesson wise I have learned beyond the doubt. Whatever frightens me again, I'll try to find it out. Now, in this stanza, Henry is talking to himself. What is he talking to himself? When he found that the thing he thought to be a ghost, that was a hand post, he told himself that, well done. From next that he had learned a lesson after having a doubt. Now from next time, whenever he think whenever anything frightens him, he will try to find out what the thing is really in. Next stanza. And when I hear an idle tale of goblin or of ghost, I'll tell of this my lonely walk and the tall white hand post. This stanza is also spoken by Henry. He is talking to himself. What is he saying? He said that if someone tell me a fake story, an idle story about a ghost or a goblin. Then I will tell that person about my this experience, and will tell that person that the thing I was taking to be a ghost, it was a hand post. In last two stanzas, uh, Henry was talking to himself. What is he talking? That जब उसे ये पता चला कि जिस थिंग को उसने गोस्ट समझा था इट वॉज जस्ट हैंड पोस्ट, तो उसने अपने आप से क्या कहा कि इस डाउट की वजह से मैंने एक बहुत बड़ा लेसन सीखा है। फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर कोई चीज़ मुझे डराएगी तो मैं उसे पहले फाइंड आउट करूँगा कि वो एक्चुअल में है क्या, और अगर कोई पर्सन मुझे कोई ऐसे गोस्ट की स्टोरी सुनाएगा तो मैं उसे बताऊँगा कि मेरे साथ भी ऐसा इंसिडेंट हुआ था, बट दैट वॉज नॉट अ गोस्ट, दैट वॉज जस्ट अ हैंड पोस्ट। सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर दिस पोएम।